Hello everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Today I'm going to be cooking a gammon and chicken casserole. Okay, I'm going to be doing it over there in my new cast iron pot, which is twice the size of the regular casserole dish that you've seen before, the blue one. Let's see, leftover gammon from yesterday, the big joint that I cooked. Along with a gammon steak, which is the last one in a packet out of the freezer, along with a chicken breast, which I'll show you here. Okay, this one here. What I'm going to do, instead of frying it, which I normally would do, I'm going to put it in the air fryer. Instead of pan frying it, put it in the air fryer, just to cook it through, and then it'll be okay to put in the casserole dish. So what I'm going to do is, for the time being, I'm only going to cut it into big chunks like this, and once it's cooked, then I'll put it into smaller pieces. Along with the chicken, I'm going to be using the last gammon steak out of the packet. There we go. So I'm going to cook this, chop it up, and that'll go in there, along with a little piece. There we go. So that's what, there you go, you can see that. Chicken pieces, gammon, that's going to go in the air fryer. On about 180, I'm going to put it in there for 20 minutes, that ought to do it. Okay, now I'm going to prepare all the other potatoes and carrots and whatnot. Okay, this is yesterday's gammon joint, which you may have seen. I did gammon joint with roast potatoes, roast parsnips. Now this has been in the fridge overnight, but what I'm going to do is slice, you see that? I'm going to slice it up into slices and then quarter it, because I want them to be small bite-sized pieces, because it's going to go in a casserole, so they don't need to be big and chunky. Okay, so this gammon, along with that gammon steak, along with the chicken, it's going to be a very meaty dinner. This knife isn't great, but right. There we are, cut up into small pieces, ready for throwing in the pot. First job, we've got one large peeled onion. Going to cut this into, I don't know what you call slices over here. There we are. Now this is going to be, like all the casseroles, it's going to be chunky. I go for the chunky casseroles, so everything's just going to be big pieces, cut it in half, and then quarter it. There you go, that's pretty much it. Yeah, like that. There you go. There you go. It's nice. Nice big pieces. These all come apart in the cooking process anyway. There you go. And then it'll just go in the pot like that. There we are. Next job. I've taken a bunch of potatoes. I've cut off the nasty looking bits off there. Next thing to do is basically just cut them up into sort of, chunks, bite-sized pieces. There we are. Now I'm making, this is a big pot, so I'm going to be putting quite a lot of stuff in here. Alright, you've seen the onion, this is the potato, and we're going to be putting some frozen veg in there. And so we've been making a whole bunch of this. So whatever I don't eat today can be eaten tomorrow for breakfast. There we are. And just put this in the pot like that. Just throw it in, nice and chunky style. Okay, I'm going to cut the rest up and throw that in. There we are. That's the rest of the potato. Throw that in. Pot's looking pretty good, pretty full. It's getting almost halfway now, but we've still got some more to add. Okay, let's see what we've got in the freezer box here. We've got some, what do they call this, broccoli? No, it isn't. This is cauliflower. There we are. Cauliflower. Ah, right, now this is broccoli. Put some broccoli in there, that's the end of that packet. And, oh, sweet corn, always good, favourite. One of my favourites, sweet corn in there. Okay, yeah, that'll do the sweet corn. Okay, some mixed vegetables. This has got carrots, sweet corn, runner beans, broad beans. It's got a whole bunch in there. There we go. Oh, right. That ought to do it, actually. I don't want to go too mad because I've still got the meat to put in there. All that chicken, all that gammon. Oh, it's getting heavy. There we are. So, yeah, put the meat in there, then the stock, and that should fill it to the top. Okay, the chicken is done in the air fryer, as you can see. Right, I'm just going to put it on a plate and cut it up slightly before I put it in the casserole. There we are. I've already cut it up some. Just going to give it another cutting up into small bite-sized pieces because I want it to be every bite is going to have some meat in it, every spoonful that is. There we go. So there's quite a lot, right, so there's quite a lot of chicken here. In fact, right, I'm just going to do a couple more pieces and I'll put it all in the pot. There we have it, pot of vegetables. Now this is the chicken. That's going to go in the in there. And now we have all this gammon. That's the leftover gammon from yesterday. And the last gammon steak in the pack. That's cook that, chop that up. That'll go in there as well. There you go. I'll tell you what though, there's not a lot of oh, Jesus, there's not a lot of room left in this pot here. It's to the top. Okay, the water's boiling in the microwave for the stock. There we are. And yep, okay, there you go. Just about get the lid on there. Okay, 1 cube of stock, which will be melted in this boiling jug of water. In fact, I've decided that there's such a large amount of stuff in this pot, I'm going to put an extra cube. What this is I'm using chicken stock cubes, pound stretcher I think. There you go, that's all they are, just a couple of cubes of that. Half a litre of stock with 2 cubes in it. And because there's so much in the pot, I'm going to put another 1/4 of a litre in there. Hopefully, oh there you go, I can see it's, I don't know if you can see my finger. The water's up to here, so approximately halfway up. There we are, that'll make a nice little bit of broth in there as well. There we are, in the oven. Oh dear. For, Jesus, bent in that shelf again. Alright. An hour, right, so it's at about 185 for an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, that's an hour and 45. Oh boy. Time to take a look at the casserole. Okay. There you go. I can hear it bubbling away. Oh, there's plenty of that nice stew, that water in the bottom of the pan. There you go. Yeah, I remember last time all this water at the bottom tastes really good. It really infuses soaks up the flavours of the meat and the vegetables. There we go. Give that a mix up. Tell you what, it's looking very good. This is going to do for breakfast tomorrow as well. Okay, let's place it up. There we go. It's amazing because it was filled right to the top when I put it in the oven, and then it's there's quite a lot of room. It's lost some of its volume. I don't know where that went, but it's looking very tasty. There's a good amount of everything in here. Meat, potatoes. Yeah, what with, because I've got two types, remember, of meat. Gammon steak and a gammon roast. And then there's some chicken. But like I've done before with casseroles, any bits of meat that you've got left over in the fridge will do. I mean, I've done 3 or 4 meat casseroles before. There we go. I'll just spend a minute or two trying this. I don't want to make it too long a video. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is the best way to cook. This thing is actually, I'm going to put a bit of salt in here, actually. I don't often put salt on my food. But I'm going to put a little bit in there. Yeah, the potato is so soft. The meat is still chewy. That was a bit of gammon. Even though it was cooked yesterday in the oven, put in the fridge, sliced up, then put into a casserole, it's still very chewy, very juicy. Yeah. There you go, and sky's the limit with the vegetables. You can put Brussels sprouts with this. There you go. This is like the easiest dish to cook. Oh. As you saw, just throw it in a big pot. Everything cooks in one dish. This is so good. There you have it. Gammon and chicken casserole. I'm going to put a few videos over here in the corner, one of these corners. Put a couple in there for you to have a gander. Please consider subscribing and hit the like button if you like it. Hit the like and the thumbs up and all that lot. Anyway, hope you like that. And thank you for watching.